Did you know that once upon a time, Australia was home to tigers? And no, I'm not talking about the ones that you find in Asia and in Russia, or with that crazy don in the US, Joe Exotic, who's got that strange animal park. If you've seen Tiger King, you know what I'm talking about.
It goes on. Ow, son of a bitch! God damn you!
I'm talking about the animal called the Tasmanian tiger, or the Thylacine, which used to exist before humans do what they do best. Now, the Thylacine was a marsupial, and what is a marsupial, you may ask? A marsupial is a special type of mammal that gives birth to essentially premature babies, who then do most of their development outside of the womb in a pouch. So the most famous examples you probably recognize are things like kangaroos, koalas, wallabies, and then this absolute unit called a wombat. I mean, just look at them, they're just wham and stocky for no reason, like just a ball of muscle basically. I find wombats so funny. But yeah, the Thylacine looked like a stripy dog, but it was more closely related to Tasmanian devils and quolls, and it was native to mainland Australia, the island of Tasmania, hence the name, and New Guinea. Now, these guys were carnivores, which means that they ate meat, and in fact they were apex predators, which means that nothing ate them. And what they ate was small mammals and birds, and they could also open their jaws up to 80 degrees, which is mad. However, they had quite a relatively weak bite force, hence why they only ate small mammals and birds. Now, it's common for these guys as
They're not around no more. They're not around no more. And who do you think that's because of?
due to humans. So when the Europeans arrived, there was basically a case of mistaken identity, as they felt that the Thylacine was the one responsible for killing their chickens and their sheep. However, this was actually feral dogs. So they basically hunted these guys to extinction. But also disease, habitat loss, and increased competition from the new kid on the block, the dingo, which basically outclassed them in every way imaginable, also may have contributed to these guys being extinct, with the last known Thylacine dying in 1936 at Hobart Zoo. So sadly, these guys are considered extinct. However, there have been local sightings over the years, but these are a bit bogus as none of them have been verified. But some scientists are trying to bring back the Thylacine via cloning by using DNA from preserved specimens. But again, there's a large number of scientists that are sort of side-eyeing this as they feel this is not possible. So it's kind of up in the air whether we'll see this guy again. But yeah, that's the story of the Thylacine.
Hey, what's going on?